if you're insecure about anything, whether let it be talking to other people, you're insecure about your height, genetics, realize this, you are actually insecure about your financial condition. It's never been the height, it's never been the muscles, it's always has been your own financial conditions. Why? Because first of all, you could have seen the people who are secure in themselves, who have the confidence, they are the fat, at the same time they are rich. Tell me why that happens. It's very simple, right? They have the financial security. I've seen many videos on YouTube talking about how to build more confidence, how to become more secure. What I say is that as long as you're financially insecure, you cannot be completely secure. Because this is one of the insecurities. This is not a video talking about, okay guys, click the link in the description and join my paid course. None of that. What this actually is about is telling you what you can do, but you have to be the one figuring out how to do it. So let's first talk about the people who has like really a beautiful wives, but they aren't the best looking in the world. They are kind of fat, chubby stomach. I see many Indians. There was a wedding which I went to, and the guy was actually very old, but his wife was young. I was like, yeah, that's the power of money. My friends actually said that to me. Yeah, that's just the power of money. I was like, wait a second. That is the power of money. So if you're insecure right now for approaching the girls, realize this. Everything like cold approaches and everything will help, but one of the things that will have the biggest impact is this, because to go on a date, if you're going to be the one paying even the half the bill, it's freaking expensive. I've seen the memes where the guy just talk about the expensive place in the city is hospital. Yeah, kind of agree with that. So if you had the money, what you could have done is, I don't know, buy like Gucci clothes or something, maybe like Lamborghini and stuff. You could just have been, it's like the materialistic things could have given you the confidence. Everyone says those are bad, but I'm not promoting them or anything. It just so happens to be that this is what gives you the security, not the materialistic things, but the financial security. It always has been, if you think about the history, that the guy with the biggest power was the one who didn't fear anyone because he knew that even he's not the strongest one in the entire country. He could hire some strong bodyguards and entire army if just in case something happened to his family. And that was the guy who was mostly preferred. This is why I don't like the word golden bitch. I don't like to use the word that B to begin with for various reasons, but many people say that, oh, they just want your money. The B just want your money. Well, it's always been the case. It's just that back in the days, man didn't call them B. That's it. It has to be that way for a simple reason that a man has to be the protector and the provider for the family. He cannot be the one who's doing like equality 50-50 thing. It's never been like that. Throughout the human history, it's been the man who are the provider, the main source of income always came from the man. That doesn't mean to not to say that women shouldn't work or anything. It's just that if you want someone like some woman, let's say in terms of salary, let's talk about that. If you want someone, a project manager, then you have to be the managing director or CEO or senior manager to be able to get a project manager. And many people will say this that that's inequality. Men have it tough and hard. I say yeah, this it always has been that the man has it harder and tougher. It's just that back in those days when there was a war ongoing and men has to be the one dying, they just didn't complain. Just that the men were strong and now they are weak. So you kind of have to take this responsibility on yourself that yeah, we have it tougher. The women have like there was some statistics saying that women have like 10 times the less chance to get death sentence for the same crime that the man committed. Well, what can you change about it? Can you go and change the laws? The only way to change the laws would be to become a politician or something, or fight, become a lawyer and fight in the court. Yeah, that's the only way to fight back. But there's other way, and that is to take responsibility of yourself by yourself. You're always expect. Here's the thing: many people just don't make the decision by themselves. They say they are insecure about it. It's not that they are insecure. It's just that they don't want to be responsible for the negative outcome that might occur because of this decision. How do I know this? Well, I was one of them. And once I started taking responsibilities, I just lost like a lot of insecurities and social awkwardness on everything. Not like awkwardness, in a way, the way I lost was I was just getting more outside the house. That's one of them. And this is what you need to do at the end of the day. Take the responsibility of yourself by yourself and fix your financial conditions because what is the power? Back in the days, the caveman days, the power was in the hands of physically strong people. You had to have like big bicep, chest, tricep to have that power, to have the control. And hopefully in the modernity that's not the case. Why I'm saying hopefully because majority of you watching this are not the freaking Arnold or anything. So you can have that power. It comes from the something called money. So money is literally the power, like the power source. If you think about like the little kings and queens throughout the history who ruled, they had the power. That's the reason why they were able to. Back in those days, the power were different, a bit different. Nowadays, it's different. So question comes that how do I make it? Well, I'm not a financial advisor, and it has to be the you to figure out because it has to be the you to take responsibility. If you tomorrow decided to enter into some course, turns out it was a scam from the day one, it is you who has to lose the financial resources. It's not the me, like I don't even know who you are because I'm talking to the camera right now as like an object. And the only reason you can relate to me and feel some like connection in between us is because I'm actually focusing on the lens of the camera. So there's camera lens. If you focus on that, your eyes to eye contact on that, the viewer just you can just kind of look into the viewer eyes. That's the reason why many YouTubers actually do that. And the issue with such a thing is that I actually explained in my previous videos, parasocial relationship, where you feel like this guy, the YouTuber who you're watching, is actually your friend, but in reality he doesn't even know you. Kind of like a K-pop where the fan just likes some star and they are crazy over him, but the star, the K-pop star, doesn't even know they exist. That's like one of the best videos that I'm actually proud of. If you want to learn more about this, I would highly recommend check that out on my channel. And meanwhile, just know that you are 100% responsible for your life, and responsibility is what gives you the actual power to control everything, to be more secure in yourself. Because the day you start taking responsibilities, something happens here is that your subconscious brain just tells you, no, it actually thinks that since you are more responsible person now, it thinks of you as an adult, and that would be the switch from you from a boy to a man switch, high school to adult life, whatever you want to call those. It's a switch. Like back in the days, the warrior days, the Spartans had this ritual where they sent a boy to hunt down some animals in wild with just a shield and spear. Yeah, it was a lance. And if he hunts down successfully, then he'll be called an adult. Till that day, he'll be treated as a boy. That was the ritual. And I think this was what the modern day ritual for us would be. Take the responsibility of yourselves. In a school, it was teachers. When you're growing up, it was parents. It has to be now. It has to be you now. And I hope you do that. And these are the only two things that you really need to fix your insecurity issues. There are other things you need to be doing, but these are the ones that are the least talked about, the most under talked. And instead of making every other videos where everyone will say, here's a full guide on social skills and everything, here's a full guide on anxiety, depression, like, yeah, those are actually good videos. So I thought, why not make a different one, something unique? If you like this type of unique content, then do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.